Alright guys, welcome to the next installment of Bloody Bastard's Basic Survival Training. Here we have some higher tier weapons. He has a ball flail, which is extremely powerful. He just doesn't have the room to swing it. You gotta have a lot of room. You gotta get a flow with that thing. You can't just boop every once in a while, or you're just gonna get your dome bashed in like that guy. Now what I have is the Boar Warhammer. It unlocks at level 500, I think, in the Holy Roman Empire, and that may be the best weapon in the game. That is a very sneaky hammer. It's short, it's maneuverable, and it'll turn a life bar straight from yellow to black. It kills people instantly. And the thing about that hammer is you don't always know how much damage you're getting, since it's a blunt trauma weapon. So, you know, it may be bashing your helm in, but that's not showing up on your life bar. Armor degradation doesn't always show up on your life bar. But once that helmet is gone, once that thing's gone, your face is gone. So, yellow to black. Maybe a flash of red. Anyway, these are pretty awesome weapons we're watching here, but these techniques still apply even if you have shitty weapons. You know, unless it's a completely asymmetric match. If you have shitty weapons and the enemy has shitty weapons, then you still want to use these techniques. You want to block and parry with your left arm, swim around stuff, manage your posture, and deal out the strikes with your right hand. That hammer is basically like the main gun on the battle tank. My Gladius is just managing stuff. Now, as far as his Gladius, he has as a main weapon. That's his only weapon. So if he's not using that right, he's done. And notice how I'm jigging my posture, and I'm standing him off with that thing. He has to reach past his own shield to get me. So I'm always trying to... Okay, now this is a Smegromorph. It's what we call a Smegromorph. On his side, he just looks like a human. He doesn't even know he's doing this. Vice versa, I could be a Smegromorph on his end. So you want to pay attention to, you know, what I call the pedipalps is, you know, the bicep part of his arm is in front of his chest, in front of everything, and if you stab that real good and get it to bleed out, then you'll get a Smegromorph every time. And also you got to remember the hit detection is from a human stature on their side, so don't pay attention to where the Smegromorph weapons are. I think that's how that works. Anyway, this guy has 2 sickles. Extremely deadly weapons. He just does not know how to chooch with them at all. But what makes sickles dangerous is just the general shape. You got that point that, you know, lurches over everything else, and it can curl around stuff, it can curl over a hilt, it can curl over a block. You know, it's basically why nature has chose that particular shape for fangs and claws and whatnot. So, if this guy was smart, he would take both sickles and sewing machine my legs, and just stab me down there. Notice how I keep my sword low just in case he wants to do that. I keep something in the way of that, because I mean, if you have a weapon there and they're trying to stab you, it'll either hem them up or it'll slow down the strike. So I'm keeping my sword low in case he starts doing that, but he doesn't know how to use these things. He's just going overhand swings. What you want to do with those? He actually got me here. So now here's the trade-off. I was paying attention to what was around my legs. I wasn't paying attention to the sickles flying through the air, and that got me. So you want to pay attention to everything. Don't get engrossed in one thing, and don't ever block with a weapon straight up in the air like that, because that just exposed his entire wrist and his fist, and I just bashed it to pieces. If you're going to guard with a weapon, hold it directly in front of you with the blade up, so whatever is coming at you hits the blade. Now, a shield will work holding like an umbrella, but not a weapon. That's how he lost it both times. Anyway, flinch out. Hope you survive.